In this video, I will explain how to use the measurement blocks of the REL670 to visualize electrical variables on the local HMI or to send them to other devices through a communication protocol. The object types associated with measurements allow the electrical values processed by the IED current, voltage, and angles to be delivered in primary values, starting from the secondary signals coming from the relay's analog inputs. In the REL670, there are three main types of measurement blocks. CMMXU delivers primary current values. VNMMXU delivers primary phase to neutral voltage values. VMMXU delivers primary phase to phase voltage values. All these blocks receive as input the three-phase signal coming from the SMAI block, signal matrix analog inputs, which provides the AI 3P grouping containing fundamental components, RMS magnitudes, angles, and sequence calculations. The VNMMXU and VMMXU blocks automatically detect the type of signal provided at their input. This means that if a VNMMXU receives phase-to-phase voltages, the block applies an internal conversion to deliver equivalent phase to neutral values. If a VMMXU receives phase to neutral voltages, it performs the conversion to deliver phase to phase values. This automatic correction avoids additional configurations and ensures consistency between the input signal type and the output that each block must deliver. These blocks provide as outputs the magnitudes and angles of each three-phase set. These outputs are available directly by selecting the block on the local HMI or by viewing its data model in the IEC 61850 protocol. Therefore, it is not necessary to add internal variables or connect them to another block. The magnitudes are calculated directly from the transformation ratios configured in the hardware TRM modules and are delivered as amperes for CMMXU, phase to neutral volts for VNMMXU, phase to phase volts for VMMXU. It is important to note that the angles delivered by each block are expressed in radians. On the other hand, if we select any of these blocks and go to parameter settings, we can see several parameters related to how the measurements are displayed. But the most important one is operation, since by default, when a measurement block is added, this value is set to off, leaving the block disabled. For it to deliver values and be usable on the HMI or through protocols, it must be set to on. In summary, the CMMXU, VNMMXU, and VMMXU blocks allow the conversion of the IED secondary measurements into primary values, delivering magnitudes and angles, and automatically applying the necessary corrections depending on whether the input corresponds to phase or phase to neutral voltages. These functions are fundamental for the correct visualization of measurements on the local HMI and the transmission of this information to other devices through communication protocols. In the next video, I will explain how to draw on the local HMI and link status and measurement variables for real-time visualization.